Hello, my snake-headed medusas. Hello.
Hello, guys. Hello. Hello.
The
What do you mean, what the
um,
fuck? What do you mean?
um, please accept my apologies. What the fuck
Well,
is going on?
I will try. Let me see if I'm offended or not from your
No, do
intro.
not. Please don't get offended.
I'll, well, you have to work for that.
I think it was amazing, because I was thinking, what did I say? Well, I was saying about my snake-headed medusas.
Do you have anything against snakes or medusas?
I do have something against snakes. I mean, I respect them as predators, but they scare the fuck out of me. Like, even if I watch them in clips, it's because when
Yeah,
I was young, probably I was about to get bitten by one, and my
yeah, but
uncle
you
was
have to
fucking
get
crazy.
you have to get in touch with your child, your inner child, and your
Mm-hmm.
inner femininity to get a hold of your trauma. So be careful. Be
Mm-hmm.
careful with those snakes. You don't have to mention them.
So, okay, where should I start this acceptance of snakes in my life?
So you have to do basically some squats before you do that. And then in a squatting position, hold your hands like this. And then I
Okay.
accept the snake. I accept the snake for 40,000 times a night. And
Okay.
then you're going to be healed in probably 3 years from now.
So each night I
Yeah,
have to
you're
accept
welcome.
the snake for 40,000
Yeah,
times
yeah.
a
Yeah,
night.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. But you have to count it because if you get to 39,500 and then you seem like you're okay, you're not. You have to go all the way through.
Can we use technology here? Because I'm thinking if I do it once and I
Well, I'm
record
guessing you
myself,
have
then
no friends. I'm gonna guess you have no friends. So
uh,
nobody's gonna be there for you. So you have to find a way to dip it inside and then count as you tell. As you go through your healing process, you have to go there. So it's gotta be about yourself. So no friend's gonna help you, and technology, we know it's all bad. So be careful with that too. Be careful with that,
okay.
and with snakes as well.
Can I use like so a recorder and then just do it once and for 3 years straight to just listen to that recording, or I don't know how
Do you
to
want to
my
be healed or
brain
not?
works. I don't know, man. I think I'm
Welcome, guys, to
uncomfortable
our
with
podcast.
that I might be in love with my trauma. I don't know. Now
Oh,
there's this
you're talking
scenario as
about
well.
the Stockholm syndrome. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's
I
not
think
Stockholm syndrome. That's being in love
I'm sorry about you
with your
and your
abuser.
experiences. I'm sorry. I'm gonna pray for you tonight, and maybe you will do as well.
Can you, for obviously a fair amount of cash, can you pray for me 40,000 times?
Well, it depends. It depends if you subscribe to my Substack, where I teach people how to heal themselves, and then, of course, for a hefty price, I can do a personalized healing process for you. But that would be negotiated basically off the record, so that people will understand that the services that I provide are not for everybody. In all fairness,
Okay.
and then we'll see how your healing process goes. Well, while I'll do your healing, and then you have to basically pay me as this. I don't know how to explain to you, because you're so ungrateful for what the universe gave you, and then you go to your snake trauma and everything. So it's gonna take longer. You have, well, it's not about the money anyway. It's about your healing process.
But I think money helps with the healing process. I
Of course, of course. Well,
I think it will.
unless you want to do it yourself, but if you have to, if you're gonna do it yourself, I told you it's gonna take 3 years. But for I don't know modic sum that you're gonna subscribe to something that I will teach you and basically heal you from within, it's gonna take only like 6 weeks.
That sounds good. That I hope I can afford your program.
Well, the financial side of this thing is gonna be discussed over a private conversation. So we're not gonna be involved in this public thing and public setting here. Okay,
Okay.
and you're gonna be ascending to a higher power and a higher dimension first, and then you're gonna be
Oh,
healed.
I'm good with this dimension, but
You don't know what healing means, so let's not judge
I
here.
don't. Talking about healing, I have some. Let's actually talk some news as well, because I think we can fucking go and go.
Yeah, we can do a whole
So,
podcast like this.
talking about healing, I have this news from Austria. Again, I love Austria. I don't know. I mean, they're so. I'm amazed by how much stuff is going on there at times. Um, So, but I have to be selective. Anyway, talking about healing. So we have this man from Carinthian, which is a region in Austria, in my understanding. And Carinthian man loses large sum amount in fraud again.
Well, Austrians
So
are up to something, man.
a 67 years old man from Carinthia fell victim to internet scammers again and lost several thousand euros in cryptocurrency scam.
Ooh.
So, a 67-year-old man from the Klagenfurt Land district has once again fallen victim to internet fraud. I know it's bad because he's old and scams, and even younger
Yeah.
people they can, but there's something funny here.
Let's go for it.
So the Carinthian State Police Directorate reported on Thursday morning. What makes this particularly distressing is that the Carinthian man had already lost tens of thousands of euros to an online scam several years ago. So he received a call from an unknown perpetrator. So this is his latest endeavor with scams and losing money.
It's like
Uh,
he's collecting them.
He received a call from an unknown perpetrator. The perpetrator claimed to be an employee of a company that supposedly helps victims of internet fraud recover lost money.
Hiding in plain sight.
I
love it.
did fraud to help fraud victims.
I used the stones to destroy the stones.
Exactly that, man. So the scammer claimed that a large sum of money was already waiting for the 67 years old in a digital wallet. So my understanding is that somehow the scammer knew that this guy was scammed. So maybe, just maybe, he was also the one that scammed him before. I don't know. Or the same organization type thing.
Yeah, there's
They
a
had a
high
database.
possibility.
Or maybe they were using Salesforce for their customer management. Hell knows. I hope, yeah, Salesforce just because it's huge, not because we have something against the company. And anyway, he got a call, and so basically he was told, like, we're helping like fraud victims, and you already have some money in this wallet, but in order to access it, you need to pay some €1,000, and whatever you lost plus whatever you might lose now, but it's not losing, it's just recovering. You're gonna have in the said wallet once you pay us, and we unlock it for you. I think that's how it went. And so subsequently, at the beginning of March, the man transferred several sums of money in the form of cryptocurrencies to a wallet addressed adversary provided by the perpetrator. Later, the victim received further instruction via messaging service. The alleged employee instructed the Corinthian man to forward money transactions through his own account. This was supposedly to verify his identity.
Suppose
That's
allegedly.
Subsequently, several sums of money from unknown individuals were deposited into this man's account. He then forwarded these funds to the perpetrator's wallet via a cryptocurrency platform. When the supposed helper became suddenly unreachable
Well,
in mid-April, the 67 years old filed a police report. The man suffered the loss of several thousands of euros. Now I'm sorry for him. Like I really am. I think this is horrible. But I
it
mean,
is.
come
But
on.
if you
Come
get,
on.
I mean, if you get scammed once, don't you? Are you not a bit wary of? There are people who's gonna try to steal your money, and then fool me once, shame on you. But fool me twice, come on.
The fucked up. But that's the thing, because it's like, so whoever the fuck this perpetrator is, or part of whatever organization, they knew that this guy got caught by some shit in the past. So they knew that. So it's either part of the same organization or it's himself as well that did it before or whatever. But he had that information.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, who else can know that you've been already scammed than the people that scammed you
Actually
in the
scammed
first
him
place?
before.
In the first place. I mean, think about the let's say it's just one guy in a shitty apartment that scammed this poor guy. And then he tried to scam other people and then it didn't work, or whatever, people didn't give him money, or they got the wind of, well, this is a scam. And then one night at 2 a.m. in the morning, just eating his last slice of pizza, I was like, but I wonder if my latest and the craziest scam that I did, I wonder if he's gonna get scammed again. And then he brushed his beard. He
Hmm.
brushed his beard off the I don't know, the breadcrumbs that he had in his beard, because this is how I imagine the scammers do. So basically, he said,
I have tried for so long to acquire new market share that I have forgot about my existing customers.
yeah, basically a subscription to scammers.
Hmm.
It's so
I need to
wrong
be
that
in
we
touch.
laugh at people.
I need to be in touch with that. My customer base. They're still waiting my calls. I can say it was a takeover, and the takeover was we're actually now a company helping the victims of the said previous identity. This is so fucked up. Jesus fucking Christ.
But it is fucked up. But you have to give him, it's ingenious.
So I've been recently, and I must say I was in public at a conference. It was around whatever cybersecurity, and there were different state institutions from around here, from the US as well, and there was this lady that she was into cybersecurity for the last 40 years or something. I think she mentioned, and you could tell she looked very hardcore, like she was, if let's say I would, if my girlfriend, if that would have been my girlfriend's mom, I wish and I had hoped to meet her as soon as possible, just to know, maybe it's time to leave my girlfriend now, because if there is a chance I fuck this up, this lady
Yeah,
is going
you're
to
gonna be
fucking
in
destroy
prison
me.
in no time.
She's going to destroy me, and I know eventually, sooner or later, I'm gonna fuck it up. So I might as well just leave after this dinner, this family dinner. Just,
Cut it
it's
at the
all
head.
good. I love your family, but I know I'm gonna fuck it up. So I think I'm too pretty for prison. So you know. Anyway, and she
Ah.
was saying about the scam, and I started in, obviously not there, because there I was like, no, you're serious.
Yeah, you
Okay.
have to be.
Yeah, yeah,
Otherwise,
you know.
well,
But anyway, so
corporate
she
world.
she was she was driving very fast. She was saying, and then somehow she got a text message like a couple of days after the. It was just about timing here, but she got a text message saying, "Oh, look, you have this fine. You've been driving you over the speed limit, and access this link to pay the fine." And she was saying, "Look, I have 40 years in cybersecurity. Yeah, because of the timing of it, I clicked on the link, I filled in my details, and just before paying, I had a look at the link and it seemed dodgy. And I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, they almost got me." And I was
Oh,
like, I mean,
well, what can you ask of old people that haven't seen anything like it?
exactly, man, exactly. It's fucked up.
So
But I
they can
felt,
get to everyone. They can get to everyone. And about this cybersecurity, I don't know if you saw that Microsoft.com thing about probably 6 months to a year from now. Basically, the scammers used an ingenious way to spell Microsoft. If you look
yeah, yeah,
close enough, and then they put an R and an N and looks like M.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it was ingenious as fuck. So
yeah, yeah,
props to the people who thought about for that
yeah,
ingenious thing, but it's kind of it's kind of scammy and well,
kind of.
yeah.
No,
Well,
but you have to appreciate as well. Like, it's fucked if it happens to you. But on the other hand, I'm like, man, these guys, some of them, they're really fucking ingenious with
yeah,
this
and
fucking
smart
shit.
as well. Smart, and then I've seen some other shit about how ingenious those scammers can go and how they can extract a lot of money from poor
Yeah,
people
yeah,
and
yeah.
then people that are not aware of their existence.
I like
But do
my
you?
parents because I tried to explain it to my parents. I was like, look, if someone calls you, if you don't recognize the number, just avoid it or ask them to send you a message. Or, just even if you pick it up because you might be expecting a call. If there's someone talking about delivery, money to be transferred, fees, bank details, whatever the fuck it might be, just forget about it. If it's a real issue, they're going to send you a letter, they're going to reach out to you for any possible means. If it's not, it's just a scam. In short. And my
Yeah.
parents, they're old-minded. They're like, if I don't know the number, I won't answer. That's good. Not. It's okay. In the
You're not answering for the wrong reasons, but
maybe I'll be involved in an accident. My phone is unlocked. Someone finds me. I'm in there or in my car like this. I call my parents. And
I'm
someone
sorry, I
calls.
don't know this number. Bye.
My phone is fucked. I'm like, yeah, my father's number is this one, and they're calling, and they say, oh, they're not picking up. Shit, fuck those scammers. The training was good.
The task failed successfully. This
The
is.
task failed successfully.
Um, so, if you talked about ingenious people and ingenious men, I have a story for you that might
Okay,
rub you the right way. So
okay,
it's about an ingenious man that the title goes like this: Man finds ingenious way of getting back at his neighbors, but does he go too far? And let me get through. Let me get through the article. And then the article is basically said that there are a lot of stories about noisy neighbors and people, I don't know, arguing about the noise that the neighbors are making and everything else. And
okay.
then this young man found himself in such a position where no matter how he did it, how he approached the neighbors, basically they were just keeping noisy. And it was the noise, couldn't sleep, couldn't actually get to work in time because his lack of sleep. And then
Where is this? Where is this? In which country? Where?
this is an Irish young man.
Irish. Okay,
Yes,
nice.
he's Irish. And then he found a way that nobody would ever think about it. And then he was like, my downstairs neighbors are just bastards. And then he found a way. So and he did this. quote, this is what he said. So I figured out that my neighbors have unsecured Bluetooth speakers. So for the last week, I've synced my phone to the speaker at 3 a.m. on the dot and start blasting the creepiest soundtrack I can find for exactly 6 seconds. In completely unrelated news, I'm pretty sure my apartment complex is about to have a vacancy. So 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 he did that 3 a.m. in the morning for 6 seconds. The creepiest
Okay.
sound that he found on the internet
Okay.
for 2 weeks. Every night for 2 weeks.
But
And then
just to these asshole neighbors that were living like underneath him. Okay.
Yeah. And then in 2 weeks, he posted a picture of a truck that the U-Haul that people are moving into. And then he was like, have I crossed the line here?
Depends.
I was so shocked and then so proud of this guy that he got the perfect revenge.
No,
And he
man, I
was
think
like,
it's a good one.
week 2 update of my 3 a.m. nightly ritual of terrorizing my neighbors. I might have crossed a line or two this time.
I think it's
I
such a good
love
one,
this
man.
guy. I
I
love
love it.
this guy.
I think it's a great one, man. I like this because he only used it as a defensive mechanism, if you want to call it like that. You know, he tried to be reasonable. He tried to have a conversation, and the gloves are off.
Yeah. I don't know which movie was that. It was like, so you've chosen violence. So this is what he said.
Basically.
But I just laughed so hard when I when I because he was actually posting it on Facebook, I think, or on Twitter, the updates that he did.
I
And
mean, like, it's so fucking stupid on those guys' side as well. Because if it's the speaker, just
turn off the
turn it
speaker.
off. Just see if it happens again on, like a different speaker. Or,
Yeah.
maybe have someone to heal your house
But
first or whatever. They could call
yeah,
you.
yeah, the healing process could
The
have been
healing,
started. Could
the
have been
healing process
started.
could have been less expensive.
Yeah. But the genius way about it, he was like, he was doing it at 3 a.m. on the
Yeah,
dot
yeah,
and only for 6 seconds. So basically they just creep you out and then nothing would happen. But
yeah.
after 2 weeks, basically there's like 14 days, maybe 15 days. Don't you have like I don't know, a thought that you have to, I don't know, change the speakers, throw them away, anything that might lead you to think that somebody's just fucking with you? Is not actually like ghosts and shit. Well, it worked. So people actually moved from his apartment building and then he's free now.
I am the king of the underworld. I can summon an army of demons in your apartment if I want. The Necromancer King.
Oh Jesus Christ! But I just loved it. I was
I don't
like,
know, man. It just reminds me. I have this old. I'm not sure if I told you the story. I don't think I did. Anyway, I don't think. Anyway, I have this. So there is this old lady that lives like 3 floors underneath me, and she's been in this apartment building for like 40 years or something. And my problem with her is that she's one of those kind of somewhat rude kind of person, but she's very in your face and she's nosy as well. So she's like, "Oh, where are you? Where are you living? Where are you going? Where are you coming from? Who's this
Jesus.
and who's that?" And I have an issue with this kind of personalities. Anyway, and I think like one of her things is that she's claiming she's blind or that she can barely see. But then she like sees you like 5 meters away and she's like, "Oh, are you this and that?" And I'm like, "Weren't you fucking blind? How the fuck?" You're like fucking 90. You're fucking blind. Oh, I can't see you. Who are you? Please identify yourself. Oh, I can barely see. Oh, and then she's like, oh, is that you? Oh, no, it's the other me. Anyway, and at some point, I started to, because when I moved in here for the first year or so, I think 3 or 4 times, I ended up with her at my door just knocking around, just out of fucking nowhere. And I just didn't give a fuck. I never opened the door actually. I had music blasting. She could tell probably I'm at home. I'm like,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck, I don't care. And at some point, because she has this very condescending as well kind of attitude. It's like, I get it. You've been living here for 40 years. Like, I get that. And, that's okay. You have some sense of entitlement or it's your area type thing. But, if I'm paying everything
Marking the
here, I'm not,
territory kind of thing.
yeah, basically, I'm not creating any kind of problems. Just shut the fuck up and let me be. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to see you. Anyway, and at some point, I was like, look, I opened the door, so I was waiting for a delivery. This is what triggered it for me. I was waiting for a delivery. So the delivery guy comes. She was around here talking to another lady because she goes around different apartments all the day, just knocking. A lot of people, they're annoyed by her, but they don't have this fuck off type of attitude towards her because she's old. I'm like, no, she's annoying. Probably she was annoying when she was young as well. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, yeah. Old
You
or
know,
not, she's annoying.
she's just fucking annoying, and she was around here, the floor. So the delivery guy comes in. He comes into comes to my door. I open the door and she's looking up and she's like, oh, there's no, what's the word, man? Like, there's no chivalry because he didn't basically salute her. He didn't greet her. He didn't say anything to her.
Jesus.
Oh, there's no chivalry. Oh, she's coming to this apartment. Man, and I looked at her. I didn't say anything. I was like, just let it be, man. Let it be. But then she comes to my door, like maybe a month from this moment. And then I didn't open up. And then I meet up with her I meet up with her on the, like, I think on the ground floor or something. And she's like, oh, I came to your apartment because I needed some help with the phone. I'm like, you came? You did? When? Uh, and she's like, oh, I came, on that, I think it was Tuesday. I could hear there was some music and I could tell you're at home, but you didn't open up. I'm like, lady, no, I was at work. Like, I'm not sure if, I don't want to make it weird, but I wasn't at home at that time. So, like, I'm sorry. No, but I know I came and I'm like, I wasn't at home. Like, trust me, I wasn't. Anyway, at some other point, so my idea in my sick head was that if I make her believe that she's at that age where she starts thinking that she might see or hear things, that's perfect.
You might have a chance to leave you alone, right?
Just shut the fuck up. And at some point, I have to go to work, man. And I had some trash to throw in. And I was right here, like we have the bin and the trash, on the floor here. And then I go in, she was in there, and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, I don't feel like saying good morning to you. I don't want to spark a conversation. Just fuck me. And I just closed the door, but she was like with her back, she was barely just turning, and I just closed the door. I went to the floor underneath. I was like, fuck this shit, man. And then I meet her up like 2 or 3 days after, and she's like, oh, you came to the bin there and you didn't even say good morning. I'm like, no, I didn't. I'm like, this is like the second time, miss, where it seems to me like you might be imagining some things. And she's like, but no. And she was starting to kind of lose it a bit. She's like, but no, because you came and you didn't. I'm like, no, that wasn't me. I wasn't around at that stage, like
I
that
was
wasn't
not
me.
at home.
And I swear to fucking God for a second that as I left the conversation, I swear to fucking God, I saw it on her face. She was starting to doubt herself. And I
Mission
was like,
accomplished.
good morning to you too, lady.
Now I can say good morning to you.
Good morning.
Oh my
Like
god.
fucking Christ, my man. But yeah, so I
Oh
get the guy. I totally
yeah.
like
Yeah,
absolutely
but
get him.
I loved it. I loved the story. I just loved it. The ingenious way to do it was just top level. And then the actual thing that do it only 6 seconds that they wouldn't notice, and then they just moved out. Execution to perfection.
That's great. Jesus fucking Christ. Just throw away the speaker, man, if you think you're haunted. Just try.
Yeah. Or if
Buy
you believe
another
in
one.
ghosts, just go to another apartment. Imagine how much they had to pay just to move out. That's why it's so perfect. The revenge was
Fantastic.
top notch. Top notch.
Yeah. I mean, oh, also, by the way, talking, because just to, yeah, conclude it, this lady never approached me again after that moment. Never, ever.
Chef's
It
kiss.
was like,
Chef's kiss. Yeah,
it's perfect.
we got it. Mission accomplished.
Whatever works.
Yeah.
Talking of whatever works, man, I have some news from the Netherlands. Where should I start with this? Because the title
I
would
love
give
the
it away.
Netherlands. They all have all the drugs in the world, and it's legal. Netherlands is such a beautiful place, and Amsterdam is just amazing. Go
I don't know,
on,
man.
tell
I
me the
think
story.
they're cheerful. You got yourself again into that weird character of yours. That voice, I swear to God, I mean that voice. You should do like an erotica kind of voice or something with it. I think it could
I
sell.
don't think I can keep it for long, so it's just
Actually, I have this crazy idea since we're here. Why don't we work on like an erotica AI chatbot with audio as well? Think about it, like a hotline bling thing.
we'll do it. Anything.
And
I
use
will
your
do it,
voice.
and you will do it, and then we're gonna go somewhere. We're gonna elevate these things. Anyway,
Yes, yes.
go on with the Netherlands.
We're gonna elevate many things.
Several
So,
times.
a police officer in Middelburg drew his service weapon in the night from Friday to Saturday because an object resembling a firearm was sticking out of a boy's trousers pocket during a check. After the suspect was searched, it turned out to be a water pistol.
I thought he was his weapon.
So the police responded to a report of noise disturbance in the capital of Zealand. Officers encountered young people who appeared to be heavily under the influence, and upon seeing something that looked like a firearm, one of the officers decided to draw his real firearm. An officer writes on the Walcheren police, I'm not sure if I get that
Well,
right, that the
Dutch is a
water
very
pistol was
complicated.
sticking out of a trouser pocket, and given the circumstances, I drew my service weapon. The suspect was subsequently checked and frisked. It turned out to be a water pistol. That's it.
He's lucky he's in the Netherlands. If he was in the US, he would
He would have
probably
been
be
shot.
dead now.
Three warning shots in the back.
Yeah, in the US, probably he would have been dead. And then on the news for like a second because it's not like
I mean,
common news.
I don't even know at this stage. Like, it's just normality there. I mean, we're covering
Yeah.
Europe, but
Yeah,
I'm
but
so
we have
happy
to.
we live around here.
Yeah,
I'm
we
so
have
happy we
to
live around
stop
here.
militarizing the police, man. We have to.
The weaponize. What's the word? Because there's
De-weaponize.
another.
I don't know.
Not the weapon. You know,
There's
defund, like defunding the
defund the
police.
police and then don't make it into an army. They don't have to be so military, man. They only police guys. Just
But
give them tase guns and that's it.
truth being told, they have this issue there. Like, I think it's on both sides.
Yeah. We're
It's on
making
both
fun and
sides.
we're
You
poking
know.
fun of them, but well,
I'm just happy, like, I much rather be in Europe, or if I have like a candy bar sticking out that looks like a knife and I have a police guy just I would feel much safer with an European policeman putting his gun
yeah.
in my face than
Yeah.
in the US.
Yeah.
In the US, I would be like, God bless.
Yeah. Thank you, Lord, for this
Thank you,
amazing
Lord.
years that I had.
It was a great
Wasn't the
ride.
wasn't the best, but well, it was honest work. That's it. Peace out.
In Europe, we're safe, man. I swear,
Yeah, we
we're
have so
having it
much
so
of a
good.
chance.
So yeah, tell me, what do you have next?
I don't know if I. So we're gonna keep with the ingenuity part of things because I
Okay.
wanna keep the last one, which is a bit disturbing. I just wanna keep it for the most loyal fans that we have, so they're gonna get at the end of the episode. So we have an Irish lady who was doing 3,000 euros a month by selling breast milk to bodybuilders. Oh. Yeah, that was my exact reaction.
Okay.
So
So
this is how
I'm
these
really
things
curious.
works. Yeah. So this Irish lady, I mean, she was pretty young. She was 23. And then
Okay.
basically what she did was when she had her firstborn, basically, I don't know, anatomy works and everything else, but
How women work.
yeah, in general. But what she did, what she said to basically the journalist, and she was basically when she had her firstborn, I don't know, she didn't have any milk or something like this, and then she had to, I don't know, go to donor's milk because I think in Ireland there is such a thing. You can buy
Okay.
or whatever thing breast milk from the hospital or something like this.
Okay.
And then when she had the second one, 2 or 3 years later, basically she had a decent supply, she said, of milk. And then what she did, you can actually donate your breast milk to the hospital, basically
Okay.
returning the favor that she actually benefited a couple years ago. So,
Ago,
and
yeah.
then the hospital will pay her basically the equivalent of $1, which was 86 pence or something like this. Let's say $1 for an ounce of milk. I don't know how much
So
an ounce is. Let's say an ounce. Ounce.
let's say in euro,
So an ounce basically of milk.
and you're
Let's say,
saying zero, like 75 pence.
yeah, basically let's say $1 or an euro for every ounce of milk that she donated.
Okay,
So
let's say close to to one
yeah,
euro.
and then basically she posted on Facebook that she was doing this. She was trying to get other moms that had extra milk basically to do this. So it was like a charity thing.
Okay.
And then some bodybuilder thought that she was advertising things. And Mackenzie, because that was her name, was then contacted by a bodybuilder seeking breast milk to build muscle. She started selling her breast milk for $5 this time per ounce to bodybuilders, making approximately 3,000 euros a month just by
Okay.
just by selling her breast milk to bodybuilders. And then this is the catch. While there is no scientific evidence to support this claim, many bodybuilders are drawn to breast milk due to its high protein content.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this bad boy. all made up of breast milk.
Of moms. I used to date moms. Now here it is.
Man, this I was having a conversation these days. So,
Oh,
like I have diabetes, and I have one of those sensors on my arm to
yeah, yeah,
read
yeah.
the glycemia and stuff. Man, and I remember at some point I was at the gym and there comes a guy that was, kind of pretty well
Jacked.
done, kind of jacked. And he's like, "Oh, you have like a glycemia sensor." I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, so you're using I don't even know what the fuck he said, quite frankly. He said a substance like no nara something,
Basically
And
steroids.
yeah, I don't know, probably, and I'm like, "No, no, I don't do that. I don't use it." "Oh man, because I thought you're doing that." But I'm like, what's the thing?" And he's like, "But what do you have that for?" And I'm like, "I have diabetes. What the fuck are you talking about?" So it is the thing. Apparently, there are some guys that are very jacked up and they're doing whatever. I mean, either they're doing steroids or whatever the fuck they might be doing. But some of them, they need to have like a very high intake of calories. So we're talking thousands per day. And
Yeah.
naturally, you don't quite feel like eating, kilos of food each day. However, what they're doing is that they're injecting insulin to get themselves into a hypoglycemia stage.
So they can eat more, basically.
Hypoglycemia stage, your survival instincts they come in kicking, and you could eat anything that's in front of you. You feel like eating this fucking laptop, this fucking monitors. You could eat anything just to, it's the survival instinct. So basically, these guys they're shooting themselves with like insulin to drop their glycemia, to eat thousands of calories, to gain weight, and having a glycemia sensor, or some of them probably do as well, to like monitor that they don't actually go, too far in the deep, basically.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I, I just have diabetes, man. Like I just use it for its main primary,
Yeah,
use
use. Yeah.
case.
I'm trying to live here, man. I'm trying
Trying
to
not
be
to
jacked as
die,
fuck.
man.
I'm not trying
And
to
I
be
was
the
like,
rock.
you're looking at me. Do I look like,
The rock?
I'm massive or something? Do you think I'm some extreme athlete? I'm not.
What part
And I,
of
I
this
remember,
body triggered you to think that I'm an athlete,
but the
basically?
thing, the thing is, I used to have like a coworker, and at some point, he was very dear to me. Like we had a very good relationship, and he was pretty jacked. And he was like, "Man, if I'm looking to get some insulin. If that's something." I'm like, "Look, I'm not gonna give you insulin because I could tell
They
you how this works. I could tell you maybe even how much it's safe to try and get in. But if something goes wrong, they're gonna track it back to me. I'm gonna end up being fucked in the prison, not you, are you?" You know? But then that sort of kind of hit me. I was like, anyway, and I told him because at least around here, pharmacies they are allowed to give you like one shot of insulin, in
like a
case of
vial.
emergencies. Yeah, they're allowed to give you that. And I told him, go and get a vial. Tell them you have diabetes. No one checks really. Tell
Yeah.
them you have diabetes, and maybe it's gonna last you for a month or maybe even two. Depends. Um, but then that sort of hit me. I was like, but what if somehow I could sell insulin to gym guys? I'm just how can you make it like not being tracked to you? That's the main thing.
So you were trying to be ingenious as well.
I was trying, man, but I know like about ingenious. Um, let's say just allegedly, what we'd be talking about would be illegal substances, which is not. We're just talking about candies. I have this friend of mine. She never met her candy seller. let's say, very legitimate business selling candies.
Yeah.
He has this thing, he's not meeting his customers. And this friend of mine, not even friend, acquaintance, I don't even know her actually.
A friend of a
Uh,
friend, you know how
a
this thing
friend of a
goes.
friend, I just heard this story. Um, and basically, everything's done via Telegram, and this guy is just hiding the package. So you're paying him. He's putting the package somewhere in a public space, and you just go on this little treasure hunt to get your package. Man, and
Jesus.
like he's hiding it in different kind of, imagine just old houses on some abandoned street, and it's one of those with the roofs that go right next to the fence, and he's putting them there, and he's providing pictures and details, and you go on this little treasure hunt for candies as well. So maybe this could work with insulin too
Yeah, yeah,
for gym guys.
yeah. And for ingenuity, I don't know if you heard this story. In our country, basically, when COVID hit, basically,
Allegedly, obviously, I don't know her. I just heard the
yeah, yeah,
story.
yeah, yeah. And then I heard the story that when COVID hit and people were not allowed to leave the house, basically the candy store was pretty much open, but they had to be very ingenious about it. And what they did, they set up basically a restaurant. And then if you needed some candies, you had to put in an order, and they gave you the food as well. So it was a legitimate business
Okay.
cover up. And then you had to order in a specific way to get some things. And then, let's say, order two soups. Let's
Mm-hmm.
say they gave you the soups and some other things too. They gave you the candies as well. And basically, it was like a closed thing. So it was
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
a Telegram thing. So a few people knew. And you know how these things goes. Basically, one guy talked, and then their whole operation went to shit. But it was pretty profitable in a time where only basically food delivery was working, and they used that.
And it's smart
Basically,
as hell, man. Because no one, I
yeah,
mean,
no one
police
would
don't
because the people that
who
actually
check what's
deliver,
delivered.
yeah, the deliver food delivery guys, they're not allowed to basically open those
Yeah,
things,
yeah, yeah,
and they were sealed, and you receive a package at home. It was like
yeah.
genius
It
for,
is. It is. It is.
and they made a lot of money. And then, of course, for the candies they would pay separately, but you know how these things goes. But it's just
No,
it
I
was
don't.
amazing.
No, I
Let's
don't.
say we don't. Yes, we don't.
And you don't either. We have no idea. We just heard
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
candies.
Do you have any more stories, or should I go to the last one?
I have. I have. I'll let you with the last one because you
There.
said it's pretty nice. I have this one. I don't know why, man, but I left my ass off because I'm an idiot. But I just fucking love this one. So hear me out. It's in Poland. Okay, I love Poland. Ever
Yeah,
since we started doing this a couple of years ago,
Poland
I
was
I
our
used to love
go-to.
Poland. I love them, man. They have something that they're beautifully um, special somehow. Some of them. Anyway, so a 41-year-old kidnapped a random man outside the club on Mazowiecka Street in Warsaw. He forced the 38 years old, so keep in mind, the kidnapper is 41, the victim is 38. Both
Okay.
males. Keep in
Well.
mind. He forced the 38 years old into his car and drove off. Along the way, he jostled and shoved him, trying to force him to make a transfer to a designated account. When he failed to rob the man, he dropped him off in another district. The case was reported to the police, and the detective, quickly located the kidnapper. When they arrived to arrest him, the 41-year-old was hiding under a child's bed.
with his legs sticking out.
Yeah, man. So also, so hear me out. So the whole, like, as well, how he kidnapped this guy, it's like fucking Christ, man. So
He was
48
trying
years old
basically
man.
to rob him, but then
Yeah.
it just got wrong, and then
Yeah, I
jeez.
don't think it got wrong because he was driving and he was like, transfer me the money. Just send the money here. And he was like, oh, let me alone, leave me alone. Transfer me the money. Oh, for fuck's sake, And to add insult to injury, okay, you know what? If you're not giving me the money, I'll
Fuck
leave
off.
you at the periphery of the town.
Just take a cab home,
Take a
basically.
cab home. If you don't like me.
Jesus Christ. He tried to do some illegal shit. It
Years
didn't
old
work
man
out
came
and
to
was like,
Warsaw.
I can't leave him like 200 kilometers away. That would be very wrong. So,
But no, I mean, it's financially not viable.
I have to pay for the gas, and this guy didn't give me his money. So at least I'm not that far from home. Jesus Christ.
So 48-year-old man came to Warsaw from another province for a company meeting. He never expected to experience a crime movie-esque situation in the capital. In his free time, the man
A
went with
bad
a friend to
movie.
a club on Mazowiecka Street. There he spent several hours partying, carefree and drinking. After the disco, he and his friends separated outside the club. Suddenly, a stranger, and there is the clip, by the way, with how he was kidnapped.
Jesus.
Suddenly, a stranger approached him and offered to help him call a taxi. As they approached an old BMW, the 38 years old was forced into the car. It was a kidnapping.
This is a robbery, but not the typical one.
But what the problem I have with this, because maybe I don't have the full picture. So basically, they're saying here about an old BMW, but in the clip, there is a BMW 7 Series of the latest generation. So this
Well,
guy wasn't doing it for money. He
he
was
was
just
just
doing it
doing
for
for
the sake
sport.
of it, for the sport of it, man. I mean, he's driving a 7
Uh,
Series and it's the latest model. I mean, what the fuck?
Maybe he was trying to extort money to pay for the gas of that fucking thing that is
Oh.
gonna drain him.
So yeah, after an unsuccessful attempt, after he's been trying to tell him, to transfer the money, the 41 years old in the car while driving snatched his phone and impersonating him, texted his wife claiming he had incurred casino debt and requested the transfer of several thousand zlotys. The woman wasn't fooled because she knew her husband was a man of church, okay? I'm kidding here. It's not saying that. He wouldn't go to the casino. Probably, this 41 years old should have used some other thing that's very
Yeah,
specific
it's
because,
a very specific, I
and
don't
she
know,
called her
habit to have.
husband asking to confirm the information sent from his phone. All attempts proved unsuccessful, which raised her suspicion. The kidnapper wasn't holding what he wanted. After an unsuccessful attempt, the 41-year-old stole the victim's cell phone and watch, dropped him off in another neighborhood, several kilometers from the kidnapping site, and drove away.
Jesus. What a shit robber,
So,
man.
but he still stole like the
A
phone
phone
and
and a
watch.
watch. Come on.
And the total loss amounted to several thousand zlotys.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. Like how much is 1,000 zlotys?
Well,
Let me
maybe
just.
500 euros.
I have
Maybe.
no idea. Let's put zloty.
But I think it's slots.
I
Not
don't know
zlotys.
how
Well,
zloty. So let's say 1,000. Man, so 1,000 zloty is about 245 euros. So a couple,
even
hear
worse.
me out. So a couple thousand. Let's say you go to the
Maybe a
maximum,
thousand
maybe
euro.
9,000 zloty. That's about 2,100 euros, man.
Yeah, so he stole nothing
I mean, I know
basically.
that it's a lot of money, I suppose, but like, what the fuck, man?
Well, I don't think so. 2,000 euros are not a lot of money in any European country.
So basically, after they found him, he tried to confuse the officers, and the man hid under a child's bed in his apartment. However, the hiding place wasn't very good, as
Well,
officers
no
quickly
shit.
found him and transported him to the police. He was charged with attempted extortion, attempted fraud, robbery, and unlawful imprisonment. He faces up to 15 years in prison for this crime.
Yeah. Great sport. Do it again.
Imagine going to the
You're an
police
athlete.
and imagine,
Congratulations.
imagine going to the not to the police, but in prison, man, and they're all jacked up in that. What are you in here for? And he's like, I had a good life outside. I had a 7 Series. I had an apartment. I'm like, so
And
what
then
are
I
you in
needed
for?
money for gas.
I need, yeah, I needed some money for gas. The guy,
Ah.
the guy wouldn't help me. His wife wasn't responsive either.
That bitch.
Jesus
Jesus.
fucking Christ.
Uh, these guys, man, I'm
Lovely.
just numb to stupidity. It's just how can you? He was trying to rob him. I mean, even robberies. I mean, at least those scammers are doing something that really works, and then you can scam people and rob them of their money. But nobody actually have cash now. And then he was trying. Oh, you don't have cash, so transfer me some money. Jeez,
Transfer me.
that doesn't work,
Transfer
man.
me to my personal account right now, right here.
Doesn't work, man. It doesn't work. He was trying to use the old ways for the new times that we live in. It doesn't work anymore. And then hiding under the child's bed with his legs like sticking out of under the bed. Come on, man. Are you even trying to hide? Are you even trying to hide?
Where he might be, I don't know, officers.
Yeah.
Could he
If
be
I
under the
if I
Mickey
don't see you,
Mouse
you're
bed?
not gonna see me. I can't see you, so you can't either. Jesus
Oh,
Christ, man.
yeah.
Ah,
Wakey, eggs and bakey, where are you?
Jesus fucking Christ. And then he's 41. If he was 20, I would have understood. I mean, he's just dumb. But for 41 years old, come on, man. You have to
I
do
mean, he
better
was.
than that.
So the thing is that he was in the past involved in such activities, it seems.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't
maybe
know.
20 years ago because these
Maybe.
methods are not working anymore.
But it
I
used to
mean,
work. It used to work before.
yeah, these guys don't know shit about how we did it in the past. Well, yeah, because it doesn't fucking work now. he was very tired of this pretend to be scammers and then robbers. Well, there you go. You have your answer now.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus
fantastic, man.
Christ. Oh, oh, Jesus. Yeah, but I love Poland. Well, Poland is very nice for us. It's just doing its job on providing very good content for
I
us.
also
It's
love
just
Polish
amazing.
people. I love how I don't know, in my
I've
experience, they
only
tend
met
to be
one in
very
my life, but
straightforward. I
why
love it.
why would they come to Romania
And
basically?
I've been to Warsaw before. I think it's such a gorgeous, lovely looking city.
Yeah,
I love it.
I'm gonna
But they
take you
do
back
have
to Ireland.
their crazies.
Well, yeah, but they always provide some crazy shit stories, and when it's just stupidity at another level. I mean, we basically try to get stories from all around Europe. We somehow purposely not go to stories from our country because, well, we're gonna have a collection of stories from our country at one
And I
point
think
in
it's
time.
easy. I mean, to me, is that
Yeah,
it's easy to look for
it
stories around here.
yeah.
I
Maybe we
want to
do
know
one.
what's going on in foreign
Yeah,
lands.
maybe we do one episode where we provide stories only from our country just to be understood by our listeners, the two of them basically.
The two of them.
Why we're trying to keep away from our country when it comes to stories. But yeah, we're trying our best here, and then we're gonna keep it healed, and hopefully Romania will be healed, and we're not gonna have some of these
We're way too
horrific
fucked.
stories of stupidity.
We're fucked, man. We have, I don't know, I think there needs to be some 2 or 3 generations just maybe to have a real chance of things actually, of ourselves actually getting rid of corruption. But I think in 2 or 3 generations' time, there's gonna be, you know, climate hazards and shit. So it won't
Yeah,
matter.
probably
It won't
it
matter.
wouldn't matter anyway.
I think as a country we're gonna die still with the same issues, to some extent.
Probably, probably.
Doesn't matter.
Talking about issues, I'm good at segues.
Okay,
So this this person that I'm gonna talk about, this is not gonna be a funny one, but
okay,
I'm thinking of one perspective that can be can be interpreted in a way. So basically, what the article says, it's an Irish 27-year-old. The title goes like, "Man squirted his semen on women's hair and backs in a supermarket. Wait for it. For a thrill."
what the fuck?
I'm not gonna go through the whole article because it's fucking disgusting. But, but I want to provide some healing processes that one man had done. So he had some issues, like sexual issues. And then to heal himself, well, he did something that basically he admitted that he has a sexual problem, and he was basically enjoying seeing his semen on other women, on women in general. And to heal himself, what he did, he was basically pleasuring himself for several days in a row, and then collected in what
Oh
would appear what
god.
would appear a 1 liter bottle
Oh,
of collected semen for several days or weeks. And then he did what we did
Jesus
as
fucking
kids.
Christ.
He put a hole in the in the lid of the in the lid of that bottle that he had, and go to the nearest supermarket, and then just spray painted all the women on the back and in their hair.
Jesus fucking Christ. Get the fuck out.
This is the Europur podcast. So without any of these stories, it wouldn't be our podcast. We're trying to have fun, but when we try to find some stories for you guys, we're gonna end up with some fucked up stories. This is one of them.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. So
So let me just to wait, let me just. So this guy, he thought he has some sexual issues.
yeah, he admitted that he is basically a sex addict, he called. But then
So he's a sex addict.
yeah, but then
And
you
in
go,
order to heal himself,
basically the healing part was like my persona that I tried to go with this episode. But he was basically saying that he did it for a sexual thrill. He didn't try to heal himself. I was just messing around.
man, what
But
the fuck? Like,
yeah,
what the fuck?
I know. That's
You
why.
have, what the fuck? Did the police get him? I suppose they did
Yeah,
if
yeah,
it's
yeah.
in the
I
news.
mean, they did. I mean, we have pictures from CCTV cameras in the supermarket. I mean, he didn't actually try to hide it. He did it on purpose, and then he said that I did it to get a sexual thrill. So this is disturbing and pretty disgusting.
I don't get
But
it.
yeah, we don't, because even though we're fuckheads, we're just decent people.
But I don't
we're
get it, man.
Yeah, and then actually police, after they, I don't know, detained him and everything, they got the hold of his phone, and then he they discovered some disturbing footage. uh Basically he was filming a young mom basically up her skirt, so it was just, he was a
Jesus
deranged,
Christ.
yeah, he was a deranged man. But the only thought that I had when I was trying to present this story was this perspective of him healing himself of basically his sexual issues. And then I almost gagged when when, when I thought of him storing semen for basically 2 weeks in a bottle
I
just
mean,
to do
maybe
this.
he realized that, the only way he can heal himself is just to imprison himself. He
Yeah,
realized there's
probably.
no real actual cure for his desires.
Yeah.
Um, and he was like, there's no other way. I have to go into the prison and I have to keep everyone safe from myself. But before that, let me just do one last thing. It's like, I think in terms of fucked up
You know,
shit, I think it was a bit like, what's it called? The partying before a wedding, where the bride and the groom, they go partying and they go crazy,
oh, like a bachelorette or a
like a
bachelor party.
bachelor party, man. It was like
Yeah.
a bachelor party for his sex issues. It was like, we're
Yeah.
gonna do it big, and then I'll go away.
Yeah, yeah. It was like, it doesn't say how much he's gonna be charged with, but it was like 25 offenses, including sexual
Like
assault and
my biggest
everything.
issue, and it's gonna be, I'm not sure, I don't wanna, probably we might get a bit into the nitty gritty of semen.
Well,
Just a bit. You know how semen smells after some time. You
yeah.
do have some understanding.
Yeah. I usually clean it up, yeah,
I usually I
after the
usually
fact,
I
but
usually lick it
let's
afterwards.
but let's say I do the decent thing to clean it up whenever
I even
and
lick my
wherever
fingers after I clean it
yeah,
up.
but I can understand what you're saying, the smell of,
Imagine the
go on.
smell, man. That's my biggest problem. I swear to fucking God, and walking around with that fucking bottle. Jesus
Well,
fucking Look, I
it
think it
was
would.
bottled so the smell wouldn't go out.
Yeah, but it had the tiny holes,
Well, yeah,
and he
but
eventually would spray it around. That would be my problem. If I would have been in that fucking supermarket, I would have been, where is this scummy smell coming from? What the fuck is this?
that's
Who
if
the
you know
fuck?
the if you know the smell of
You
stale
know,
cum.
why does it remind me of my uncle? I don't.
Well, yeah. Well, this is the
Jesus
fucked up
Christ.
things that happen in Europe, so we have to embrace those things as well. We're trying to find funny shit, but sometimes we get fucked up shit. You're welcome.
Still starting with an F. It's about in
Yeah.
the vicinity.
Yeah.
My fucking God. Jesus fucking Christ. Now I found murders as well and different shit, and I'm like,
Yeah, yeah,
fuck.
yeah, I'm just sick of people dying and murders, so that's why I don't present that
Yeah,
type
it's a
of
bit,
shit.
it's
But
so.
sometimes it's funny. Sometimes even murder can be funny.
Yes.
That's why we're trying to find something that is a bit funny to you guys, and then if we laugh at it, trust us, it's gonna be a perspective that you can laugh at too. Unfortunately for this guy, it's just disgusting. But well, we have a disgusting part to ourselves as well, so we have to present it.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, I hope you're healed, and then hopefully you laughed a bit. And then for any other ascending advice, and then if you want to go to another dimension and heal your inner child and go and basically get in touch with everything that it's around you and inside of you, leave us a comment. And then if you'd like us to address some other parts of the world, basically based in Europe, but with some news that you want might address. It can be recent or hopefully in this year, in this past year, so that would be relevant. And if it's funny enough, you can bring some like 10 years ago news. We want to hear funny shit or weird shit. Thank you.